Welcome to this training video. This video is designed to teach you how to handle the chemicals you use at work in a safe and appropriate way. It will focus on ensuring that you are protected whilst using chemicals. By ensuring you understand the correct use of personal protective equipment, the warning signs on chemical bottles, what to do in case of accidents, and the effects of misuse of chemicals and the general safety precautions required. It will also highlight your duty to protect yourself and others from harm. As a company, we have a duty to train you in matters regarding your health and safety. This video will help the company to meet that duty and help you to protect yourself. So what is expected of you? Under health and safety laws, you must do what your employer asks regarding health and safety. Why, I hear you ask? The chemicals we use are dangerous, especially if they are not handled and used in the correct way. These are the old warning signs you may see on bottles. These are the new signs. Some examples from your place of work. You also have to make sure you wear the required PPE to protect yourself from chemical burns, contact dermatitis. Contact dermatitis is caused by repeated skin exposure to chemicals without protective equipment. Eye injuries from splashing chemicals. Here's an example of what not to do when cleaning. Wearing no eye protection and no gloves can potentially lead to injuries. Here is what you should do. You also have to work in a way that does not endanger others. Here is an example of what not to do. Unlabeled chemical bottles are dangerous. Always label bottles that you use to put chemicals in. Working safely to protect others does not just apply to chemicals. You also have to report any safety issues and concerns you have. Personal protective equipment. Some things you should know. Gloves, glasses and face masks may be required for different jobs. PPE should fit you properly and be kept clean. PPE should be replaced when necessary. Remember, you are using chemicals, so make sure to wear footwear that covers your feet. And also remember, PPE only protects the wearer, so make sure you consider your surroundings. Stop. Are you using the correct chemical for the job? Have you read the label? Do you know how much to use? What about PPE? You should always read the label to ensure it is the right product to use, you know how much to use, what safety equipment to wear, the dangers of the product, and the required precautions for the product. Did you know that mixing chemicals is dangerous? For instance, bleach used to clean toilets can react with ammonia to form chlorine gas. Chlorine gas can kill you. Ammonia can be found in cleaning chemicals and urine. Always flush before you clean toilets. This clip shows the wrong way of mixing chemicals. Always remember to wear the right PPE. The correct way is to wear the correct PPE and always add chemicals to water and not the other way around. Always remember to read the label to check you're using the right chemical. In reality, you will probably not have one of these. You should, however, have somewhere to store them which is easily accessible, but not so easy that children can get to them. It should be away from sources of heat and cold and be kept in a good condition. Here's an example of a well-maintained chemical storage area in a locked storage room. Note that the lids are on the bottles and the bottles are clean. You should never leave the lids off bottles. Make sure you know where the first aid box is kept. Accidents with chemicals have the potential to be serious. The workbook goes into details about what you should do in the event of an accident. There is also information on the back of the chemical bottles about what to do in event of an accident. The Coshh file gives details about the chemicals in use and therefore should be looked at by you to familiarise yourself with the chemicals you are using. Risk assessments for all the jobs you undertake should be read and signed in order for you to understand the hazards associated with the job you are doing. Working with chemicals can be done safely if you follow the rules, think of others, wear the correct PPE, report any problems, read the labels, risk assessments and Coshh file. Think safe, be safe.